Before the calm voice, before the measured stare, before he became the effortlessly cool Han in The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, there was a quieter, deeply rooted story shaping Sung Kang, one built on migration, sacrifice, discipline, and a family that chose privacy over spotlight. This isn't the loud Hollywood version. This is the foundation. Parents, where the story really begins. South Korean roots, a journey before his. Sung Kang was born on April 8, 1972, in Gainesville, Georgia, but his story doesn't start there. It begins with his parents, who emigrated from South Korea to the United States. They weren't chasing fame. They were chasing stability, opportunity, and a future for their children. That immigrant decision, it quietly shaped everything about Kang's identity. Father, the discipline that builds men. Kang's father remains largely out of the public eye, but his influence is unmistakable. He represented structure, hard work, traditional values, the pressure to succeed in a foreign land. Growing up in an immigrant household often means one thing. You don't just represent yourself, you represent your family's sacrifices. And that pressure creates a certain kind of personality. Controlled, not reckless. Observant, not loud. Resilient, not reactive. Sound familiar? That's the same quiet intensity Kang brings to his roles. There's a reason his characters don't overact, they understand. Because he was raised in an environment where actions spoke louder than words. Mother, the quiet emotional core. If his father shaped the external discipline, his mother likely shaped the internal balance. While details about her remain private, her role in a traditional Korean household would have been powerful. Emotional grounding, cultural preservation, moral guidance. She would have been the one keeping the family connected to their roots, language, customs, respect. And in Kang, you can feel that balance. He's never chaotic, never attention-seeking, never disconnected from himself. That kind of grounded energy doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from a home where humility was taught, not preached. Siblings, the story that stays hidden. Now here's where things get interesting. When it comes to siblings, Sung Kang has kept that part of his life almost completely private. No confirmed public details. No interviews diving deep, no social media exposure, and that silence, it speaks volumes. Why the privacy matters. In an era where celebrities turn family into content, Kang does the opposite. That suggests one of two things. He has siblings but chooses to protect them from public attention. Or he grew up in a more private, tightly controlled family structure. Either way, the takeaway is the same. Family, for Kang, is not a performance. It's personal. What that tells us about him. People who guard their family life this fiercely often value loyalty over visibility, separate identity from fame, stay grounded despite success. And suddenly, his personality makes even more sense. That calm presence, that sense of mystery, that refusal to overshare, it's not an image, it's a boundary. The deeper connection. Family right-pointing arrow character. Let's connect the dots. When you watch Sung Kang as Han, he's quiet but powerful, detached but emotionally aware, calm in chaos. That's not just acting. That's lived experience translated into performance. Han Lu, not just a role. In Fast and Furious franchise, Han isn't the loudest character. He doesn't dominate scenes with noise. He dominates with presence. And that presence feels real because it's rooted in something deeper. Cultural restraint, emotional intelligence, observational strength, all traits often shaped in disciplined, immigrant households. The final piece. Sung Kang's family story isn't filled with headlines, drama, or public moments. And that's exactly what makes it powerful. Because behind the global fame is a father who taught strength through discipline. A mother who built emotional grounding. A private family dynamic that values reality over recognition. Final thought. Before the cars, before the cameras, before the cult favorite status, there was a home built on sacrifice and silence. And maybe that's why Sung Kang never tries too hard to be seen. Because when you come from something real, you don't need to prove anything.